O'clock show with Teresa Kashuba and Michelle Ferrari.
Good evening and welcome to Newswatch, the 5 o'clock show. I'm Teresa Kashuba. Coming up tonight, we bring you a program that's about 2 years in the making, and it started during one of our 5 o'clock show shoots in July of 2010 on a farm in Millbrook that's known for dirt bike, ATV, and freestyle motocross training. Now, it was an exciting day for everybody involved, including myself and cameraman Kevin, until, unfortunately, a crash on the site put a young Colburn man into an air ambulance and then eventually into a wheelchair. We've never shown that accident footage before on our program, but tonight we speak with the young man, Alex Abbott, now 24, during his part in what's called the P.A.R.T.Y program. It's a presentation called Prevent Alcohol and Risk-Related Trauma in Youth. In his role as an injury survivor, he is remarkably open and frank about his accident and the challenges that faced him and his family.
Is that you?
Yeah, whenever it's that white bike or whatever.
We don't bite.
Yeah, So this will be my crash as it happened. That was my cab ride. See, as you saw, I landed in a foam pit. Usually those are supposed to kind of protect you from getting hurt. That one was kind of less, kind of constructed not so great. The foam wasn't very deep, and I ended up rebounding into my bike as I hit it, and it ended up snapping my C6. It actually broken into a few pieces. I also fractured my C1 vertebrae, but it was just a hairline fracture, so all was good in that sense. Immediately, as it happened, you know, I was paralyzed, but pretty much completely. I had movement of my forearms, a little bit of movement in my neck. Other than that, just complete emptiness, you know. It was really weird, very surreal. I mean, obviously I knew right away something bad had happened. You know, it was pretty loud. I let out a weird little scream. And then, of course, you know, you're lying there feeling nothing. Yeah, I had to go through the MRIs, the CT scans, all that. You know, there's a ton of tubes, everything plugged into me. And I'm still just baffled at the whole thing, you know, finally going into shock, all that, just everything's happening at once. It's unbelievable. The drugs just take a really big toll on you. You know, I had catheters in, 6-hour surgery, and a long time to be under anesthetic. I got a big list of what might happen before I went under, you know. There was just a list of ways you might not make it out of the surgery. Ways you might wake up in worse condition, you know, and to look at that before you're going under, especially for the first time, it's terrifying, you know. You could die, we could sever your spinal cord, we could cut your air box, we could cut, you know, your arteries that are in here, because they go in through the front and the back. You know, there's a lot of stuff in there to mess around with. I did have a lot of visitors, family and friends were coming at that point in time. Not that I could really remember or notice. I was hallucinating a lot while they were there. I looked like crap, obviously. You know, it was just terrible. I couldn't even press my button for morphine or assistance or anything because my hands didn't work, so my mom would stay with me every night. Also, at night times, I'd wake up just about dying, choking on my own vomit, which wasn't fun. Too much information, too bad. The one day, you know, everything caught up with me kind of in my head. I just wanted to move, you know, get comfortable, and my legs didn't move, and that's kind of just what set it off, something that simple, you know. I'd been ignorant for so long to this whole accident, but I got very depressed. I just wanted to end it all. I flipped over and stuck my face in the pillow, and then of course I wanted to breathe again, and I couldn't turn over because I was paralyzed, and I was just, you know, I was a mess. I was mad. I couldn't do anything I wanted. They had to probably sedate me, I'm thinking. I asked for pudding. That was what was going to make me feel better. But I'm pretty sure they sedated me too. Because, yeah, after that it was kind of like good night, and woke up feeling better later, I guess. like I said, a lot of these things are very vague memories. Might have been the drugs, you know, protection mechanisms I don't want to remember, stuff like that. Benefit from it, but and it won't be nearly as bad as it can be or anything. But basically, if I start to move a leg, it just takes off, and then the other one takes off, and they'll completely cross up, like that. And basically, the only way I can even move them is if I bend over them, because they are so strong. It takes like 2 physiotherapists just to get them apart, you know, and that's constant. It doesn't stop. That's all day. So I'm working out like 24/7. It's not bad. I mean, it gives me some meat on my legs so I can sit longer, which is nice. But like I said, if I was in public and they did that, it's something everyone's going to look at, and it doesn't make me feel very great.